Hello and welcome once again to the GameGrin Weekly News Roundup. I'm your host Dominoid and I shall be talking at you for the next 10 minutes or so about video games and all of the exciting things which happened related to them in the last week. So without further ado, let's begin. If you like both painting and driving, then there's not really much out there in the world of entertainment for you to choose from. Sure, you could become a white van driver for a painting and decorating firm, but wouldn't you rather play a video game which combines the two? Well, if that's your dream, then Guildford-based developer Supergonk have got you covered with their recently announced title, Trailblazers. The title is a co-op racer, which sees you painting the track as you go, leaving a trail of colour in your wake, which you can then drive over on subsequent laps for a speed boost. As well as a 3 versus 3 multiplayer mode, Trailblazers will have split-screen support, online matchmaking, and a single-player campaign. It's set for release in the spring on PS4, Xbox One, PC, and the Switch. If you've been looking forward to Rundisk's upcoming arcade action title Varian, but you want the ability to play it whilst waiting for a bus, then you'll be happy to know that the game is coming to Nintendo's little rectangle of joy, the Switch. Coming in the spring, the title has already been announced for Steam, but now you'll be able to assault robots on Nintendo's Neon Novelty, as well as your big beige box when it arrives. Metal Gear Survive arrived this week to mixed reviews, but overall it's gone down a lot better than many people expected for a Metal Gear title sans Kojima. The launch was complemented by a swanky new trailer as well, which we showed earlier this week on GameGrin. The trailer showcases the story elements of the title, as well as a good stack of gameplay. The title is now out all over the world on both PS4 and Xbox One for console players, and the PC. Another game that released this year was Payday II on the Switch. Now, at the beginning of the week, users on Reddit were getting a little bit ticked off as early preview versions of the game started to arrive, and people were noticing a ton of missing content compared to the PC version. The 5-year-old title is currently on version number 172 on the PC, and the content that was seen in early plays indicated that the Switch version was on update number 130. So this would mean that any content since February 2017 would be missing. And this includes the recent Reservoir Dogs content, the John Wick content, Crime Spree, and of course the Desync update, which fixed a major headache for online play last year. Now, this story didn't get any better as the week went on. It was eventually confirmed that, in fact, the Switch version would be 117. This means that any content prior to October 2016 is included, and nothing since. So that is a year and a half worth of updates that are completely missing for Switch owners. With PS4 and Xbox One owners having to wait around a year to catch up with the PC and then falling behind again soon after, it's not looking brilliant for the Switch version at this point. A good piece of news, though, did come in the form of a comment from one of the developers on Reddit. They stated that updates to the version are already in the pipeline, so hopefully the wait will be a little bit less for Nintendo fans than it was for Sony and Microsoft ones. And from games that have come out to games that are coming out. And it is less than a month before the full launch of Rare's highly anticipated new title, Sea of Thieves. To celebrate this, the veteran developer released a new behind-the-scenes video where they talked about the NPCs in the nautical world of the game. Topher Winwood and Mike Chapman from the company's development team were both on hand to talk about this, as well as the dynamic dialogue system which is included in the game, making the story slightly different for everyone who plays it. Now, currently the game is in scale testing amongst Xbox insiders and PC beta testers, with another scale test going on the weekend of this video's release. The full version, however, will be available very soon on the 20th of March for both Xbox One and PC. Another game which is coming very soon is PlayStation VR exclusive puzzler Moss. It's coming in just a few days, as we got confirmation of the game's release date this week on the 27th of February. Alongside it came a super cute launch trailer showing us some of the game's mechanics, as well as plenty of Quill, Moss's adorable starring character. This charming game sees you as the reader of a magical storybook and the guiding hand of Quill as she battles her way through the world, communicating with the player using American Sign Language. Another exclusive title, this time on the Switch, is Castle of Heart. The game had a new trailer this week ahead of its 23rd of March release. Making an entire fortress out of cardiac tissue seems rather impractical, so we were relieved to see on the trailer that it is probably just a metaphor, as none of the gameplay footage had any evidence of aorta, ventricles or dripping blood. With 20 levels and 7 hours of gameplay, it may not be the longest game on the console, but with challenging gameplay inspired by games such as Castlevania and Dark Souls, it'll probably take you a fair bit longer than that to actually come to the end of it. You can check out the latest trailer on GameGrin.com right now. Also coming in March is Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom, with the Ghibli animated RPG seeing a PC release for the first time in the series. Bandai Namco have released a new trailer, shows us the stunning city of Thalassia. Inspired by Venice, the city is one of the main locations in the game, which is due out on both the PS4 and the PC on the 23rd of March. Another sequel to talk about now, and Criterion have announced that the first mainline entry in the Burnout series since Burnout Paradise in 2008 is going to be, it's going to be Burnout Paradise again, as the open world Burnout game is getting a remastered version for its 10th anniversary with shiny 4K visuals at 60 frames per second on both the PS4 and Xbox One Pro and X versions respectively. The announcements came with a trailer showing the slightly higher resolution than 10 years ago game in all of its vaguely shinier high resolution glory. The game will be coming to both PS4 and Xbox One on the 16th of March, with a PC version available on everyone's favourite digital distribution platform Origin later in 2018. And finally, publisher NeoWiz have announced that DJ Max Respect, the latest title in the Ultra Hard Rhythm series, is coming to the West. The title is something of a best of, with over 12 years of the DJ Max series featured in a staggering 146 tracks. As well as this, there will also be both local and online multiplayer, as well as artwork, music videos and more to be unlocked throughout. The game is a PlayStation 4 exclusive, and it releases on the 6th of March in both North America and in Europe. So that is everything that we have time for this week. As always, we hope you enjoyed our time together as much as we did. And if you did, please consider adding a comment, subscribing or following on whatever platform you happen to be watching on, clicking that like button if you are one of our viewers on YouTube. Now remember, you can catch us streaming throughout the week at 8 o'clock in the evening UK time most days, and there will be more weekly news next week at the same time with TGK hosting. That's everything for this week though. I have been your host Dominoid, and I will see you soon. But until next time, game on.